In the name of the one true God, the cosmic benefactor, who is kind. Aleph, Lam, Mim. The Romans suffered a defeat. It happened in a nearby land. Yet after this defeat of theirs, they will overcome. They shall overcome within a few years. It is a matter that rests in God's hands, both the before and the after. That day the embracers will rejoice. They shall rejoice over God's help. He does help whom he wills, for he is noble and kind. This is the promise of God. Never does God fail to fulfill his promise, but most people know it not. They know the superficial aspects of this worldly life, but are oblivious of the life hereafter. Have they not privately contemplated that God could not have created the heavens and the earth, and all between them for no reason, and to last for only a while? So many people are in denial about their appointment with their Lord. Have they not traveled around the world and seen the fate of those who lived before their time? More superior were those in power than they are. They cultivated the earth and built it up even better than these are doing. To them also came their messengers with clear solutions. Yet it was not God who wronged them, but they who wronged themselves. Then came the miserable fate the evildoers suffered, those who brought iniquity, denying and mocking God's directives. God originates creation, then reproduces it, then you shall be returned to him. On the day the 0 hour sets in, the guilty will be filled with despair. The figures they co-opted alongside God will not be there to intervene on their behalf. They shall in fact then deny those very figures which they co-opted. That day when the 0 hour beckons is the day they are to be graded. Those who embraced and acted righteously shall be delighted in a garden. As for those who obscured and denied the directives from us, and denied and obscured the coming appointment in the life hereafter, they shall face damnation. Celebrate then the glory of God, both in your evening and morning hours. To him belongs all praise in the heavens and the earth, night and noon. He brings forth life from the lifeless, and he brings death to the living. He revives the soil after it being lifeless. In a like way shall you be resurrected one day. Among his signs is that he brought you about from dust, then you ended up as self-replicating humans. Among his signs is that he made for you companions from your own kind, with whom to build a home with. Love and compassion does he place between you. In this, also, there is evidence for those who reflect. And among his evidence is the creation of the heavens and the earth, and your diverse languages and shades. In that there is evidence for the knowledgeable. And among his signs is your sleeping during the night and day, and your desire to acquire of the material benefit from him. Indeed, in this there is evidence for people who pay attention. And among his signs is that he shows you the lightning, instilling fear and hope, then sends down water from the sky, with it reviving the earth after it was lifeless. Indeed, in this there is evidence for people who apply their intellect. And among his evidence is that heaven and earth are securely established at his command. Then, when he calls you out from the earth, you shall emerge at once. Every being in the heavens and on earth belongs to him, all naturally obedient to him. It is he who originates creation, then reproduces it, an effortless feat for him. The most lofty analogy under heavens and on earth befits him. He remains the ultimate noble ruler. He sets for you this parable, drawn from your own life experience. Are those who work for you co-owners of that which we granted you? Do they share equally in it? Do you feel towards them the same reservedness as what you deserve in their eyes? Thus do we spell out directives for people who use their reason. Rather, the unjust follow their own whims without knowledge. So who can guide one whom God has sent astray? Devoid of any patron are they. Do then turn to the true creed as uncomplicated monotheists, the natural order of God upon which he evolved humanity. Let there be no exchanging of God's natural creation. That is what constitutes the timeless creed. Sadly, though, most people do not want to realize this. turning back to him while remaining conscious of him. Then build general observance and be not of those who engage in false worship, those who divided their creed and became sects, each faction rejoicing in what they possess. When adversity touches people, they call upon their Lord, turning sincerely to him. Yet when he gives them a taste of his mercy, some of them then engage in false worship, to suppress that which we brought them. Enjoy yourselves for now. Soon you shall come to know. Did we grant them any authority that justifies their co-opting of partners with him? When we let people taste mercy, they rejoice in it. But when adversity strikes them as a result of their actions, they lose all hope. Do they not realize that God opens up material provisioning to whom he wills and restricts it to whom he wills? Therein lies evidence for a people who embrace this scripture. So give the relative his due, and the needy, and the wayfaring traveler. That is best for those who seek God's pleasure, and it is they who shall prosper. Whatever money you lend through interest-bearing loans in order to make gain from other people's property gives you zero gain before God. However, whatever you give out of sheer generosity, seeking the good consideration of God, it is such who shall enjoy a compound return. It is the one true God who created you and then provided you with material sustenance, then will cause you to die, and will then give you life again. Is there any among those you falsely co-opt that can do any of these things? Far beyond and above is he from that which they co-opt. Corruption has become rife on land and sea, all because of people's handiwork, causing them to experience some of the effects of their actions. Perhaps it will make them come back from their ways. Tell them, travel around the world and see what the fate of those who lived before you was. Most of them co-opted false gods alongside the one true God. Dedicate yourself to the authentic ever-true creed before that unavoidable day comes from God. That day when they shall be splintered apart. Whoever suppresses truth will bear the burden of his suppression, and whoever does good will have prepared a fine place for themselves. This, so he may reward those who embraced and acted virtuously from his bounty. Indeed, he dislikes those who suppress truth. Among his evidence are the winds, heralds of good news, enabling you to experience good fortune from him. Ships sail by his command, so that you may seek material benefit that belongs to him. Hopefully, you will show gratitude. Before you, we sent messengers to their people bringing them solutions. Then we exacted retribution from those who transgressed. It is a right, imposed on us, to assist those who embrace. God is the one who releases the winds, stirring up clouds. He spreads them across the sky as he wills, until he bursts these clouds. You then see raindrops issuing from about them. Then, when he makes it fall upon whom he wills of his beings, they rejoice. This, even though a short while ago, before it was sent down upon them, they were bereft of hope. Therefore observe the outcome of God's kindness, how he revives the earth after it was lifeless. He shall indeed resurrect the dead, for he does control everything. But had we sent a wind, as a result of which they saw their crops turning yellow, they would after that persist in their ingratitude. You cannot make the dead hear, nor can you make the deaf hear the call when they have already turned their backs and left. You are not here to guide the blind out of their lost state. You can only have an impact upon them who embrace our directives and comply willingly. It is God who creates you in a state of weakness. Then, after weakness, he brings about strength in you. Then, after strength, he brings about your weakness and old age. He creates as he wills, for he is all-knowing and all-powerful. On the day when the 0 hour arrives, the criminals will swear they lingered only an hour. Thus are they deluded. Those endowed with knowledge and trust will say, according to God's decree, you dragged on with your criminality until resurrection day. This, now, is the day of resurrection, but you fail to know it. That day, the excuses of those who did wrong will not benefit them, nor will they be permitted to make amends. In this Qur'an, we present various parables for people. Yet regardless of what evidence you offer them, the obscurers say, all you people are making are baseless claims. In this way, God blocks the minds of those who lack knowledge. So maintain fortitude. The promise of God shall hold true. Let not those who vacillate shake you.